Hi everyone, Jambo, habari yenyu, hope you are doing good. Wherever you are, hope you are doing good and hope you get home safely if you are not home already. Oh my goodness guys, welcome and welcome again back to my channel. You know, it's actually funny because those who are in the UK are looking to escape out of the UK, and those who are outside the UK are looking for ways how they can come to the UK and start a new life. That's not the reason why I am here, guys. Today I want to talk to you about the rising immigration fees and also the rising cost of living in the UK. If this is your kind of content, please do not go anywhere. Stay tuned and watch this video until the end. My name is Sharon Baraka, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that small red button. Yes, subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell, especially if you want to be reminded when I post a new video, or if you want to be notified each time I go live. Once you press that notification bell, each time I go live or each time I post a new video, you will be notified. If you are a returning subscriber, again, you are very welcome. You guys, I keep telling you, you are the reason that I keep coming and coming back to give you more and more information. So feel comfortable, make yourself feel at home. You are welcome. This is your family, and don't be afraid to join Team Baraka. Now for today's update, guys, I just want to tell you a bit of some background history. So on the 13th of July 2023, the UK government announced that there's going to be a sharp increase in both the immigration health surcharge and also the visa application fees. The immigration health surcharge is going to be increasing. You guys know that you pay around 624 per year, but that's now going to be increasing to a whopping 1,035. That's 1035 per year, and that is a rise of about 66%. That is a huge increase, guys. The visa fees have also increased by at least 15%, with many of the visa categories rising to 20% or more. So the fee for each person applying is 551 if you're staying up to 3 years in the UK, and 1084 if you are staying for more than 3 years. So that's 1,084 if you're staying for more than 3 years. And this is a significant fee increase. This is the first time actually since April 2018 that the UK government have increased the fees to that extent. And this is coming in the midst of a cost of living crisis. I'm not joking, guys. I'm not joking. The UK cost of living has gone up so high. Honestly, I know I've spoken to a lot of you guys and you keep telling me how things are expensive out there. It's 10 times worse here in the UK. The cost of living is just unbelievable. So before you guys make your decision to jump onto that flight and come to the UK, I want you to think twice. You might be jumping from the frying pan into the fire itself. And the reason why I am doing this video, guys, is for you to make an informed decision. I'm not here to discourage you, but I want you to make an informed decision. So the increase of fees is going to negatively impact a lot of families, a lot of people. It's going to impact a lot of employers, because most of the employers, when you apply for those visas to come to the UK, they meet the cost of living for their employees. And what the UK government actually is saying, they're increasing this is so that it is to implement the fund for doctors and teachers' salaries to increase. And that's the reason why the UK government is saying they're increasing this. But the government appears to be justifying the rise of the steep rise is only going to affect foreigners. But we know that's not the case. This steep rise is not going to affect only the foreigners that are coming into the UK. It's going to affect even the British families that are living here in the UK. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. Everybody is going to feel this pinch. It's going to affect the businesses. There are people who find themselves having to make the choice of losing an employee and or helping to find the employee fund the cost of visa rather than retain them, they just have to let them go because it's just too expensive. You cannot meet the cost. It's just too much. So, and the ways, let me just give you an example of ways that British citizens or British families can get affected is, for example, let's think of a name. Let me, who shall we go by? Randomly, I'm just going to say a name, Jed. Okay, Jed is a British citizen and is married to somebody called Jane and is a US citizen. At the moment, let's just assume Jed and Jane are living in the US. They have grown children and they decide, well, it's time now to retire. We are going back to the UK. So they pack up their things from the US and they go back to the UK. And the reason why they're going back to the UK is because Jed wants to go and look after his mom, Sharon. Sharon is in her late 80s and she requires personal care. Now, because Sharon is currently receiving social services support, if Jed comes to look after Sharon, the care package that Sharon is receiving is going to be significantly reduced, and that is going to be resulting to savings in the public purse. Now let's talk about how this family is going to be affected. Remember, Jed has married Jane. Jane is a US citizen. Jane has to make an application for a 5-year visa to come to the UK, and she'll be qualified under the current legislation to make a visa application to enter the UK. She will need to apply for an initial period of 2.5 years, and after the 2.5 years, she will then have to apply for an extension for another 2.5 years. Each time Jane makes an application for her visa, she will have to make the payment on the increased payment of the immigration visa fees. Now, who is paying? It is the British citizen, Jed, because this is his wife who is making this application. So Jed is feeling the pinch of making the increased payment, visa payment for his wife, and he's also taking care of his mom. So that is how he's getting affected. And remember, this is not just the immigration surcharge fee that is increased, it's also the NHS. The NHS surcharge has also increased on top of the visa. Now, with the current fees, and assuming Jane opts for the service of a priority service, she's going to pay a whopping $10,595 over the course of the 5-year period before she gets indefinite leave to remain. $10,595 is how much she's going to pay. And if she decides she's not going to use the priority service, then she'll need to pay $8,422 over a period of 5 years. Now, that is a lot of money. Now, let's talk about the NHS surcharge. I told you the NHS surcharge has increased from $625 to $1,000. Jane is going to pay $14,290 if she uses the priority service. If she doesn't use the priority service, she's going to pay $11,682. That is a total increase of $4,325 or $3,260 if she doesn't use the priority service. Now, guys, I want you to calculate. This was just a random example, but I want you to calculate with the fees, the figures that I have given. Calculate in your currency how much that is in British pounds, considering British has the strongest currency around the world, and let me know if it is even worth. Remember, this is just actually the immigration fees and the NHS health surcharge. You've not paid your rent, you've not paid your bills, you've not eaten. That's just the immigration fees. So the government seems to think that the increase is only going to affect foreigners. The reality is it's not. There's also businesses that are going to lose out because they cannot afford to bring an employer from outside the UK to come and work here. And people who are in the UK seems to be leaving the UK because the cost of living is just too high. So people are leaving the UK to go to other countries to find a cheaper or a better way of living. It's a crisis, guys. I'm telling you guys, it is a crisis. I'm really sorry today is not one of the best news that I had for you, but the reason why I am doing this video is because I want you to make an informed decision before you jump onto that flight. Yeah, I'm going to the UK. Think twice, guys. I said it in the beginning, you might be jumping from the frying fire into the fire itself. The crisis of living is bad everywhere. It is so high in the UK as well. So make your informed decision before you make a decision whether you really want to relocate to come and start your life afresh here in the UK. That's it. I just wanted to give you that update, guys, and those fees have actually started. That increase has already kicked in, so this is something that is already ongoing. You need to have a lot of money. In short, what I'm trying to tell you is before you can even get to the UK, it is very expensive, guys, and those are the fees that have been quoted by the UK government. It's up to you guys to make a decision whether you really want to come and settle here in the UK. Yeah, so that's it now, and that's it. I keep saying that's it, but that is finally it, guys. Thank you because of watching my video. Again, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and let's grow this channel. Until I come back, my name is Sharon wa Baraka. Baraka.